Cheers, welcome to my channel. This is a timely tarot oracle reading about random shift. If you resonate with the title and or the thumbnail, this is the perfect reading for you, delivered at the perfect time, courtesy of the universe through the language of synchronicity. This is a general and collective reading, so just be aware parts may or may not resonate with you. Take what works for you and just leave the rest. Also, this is a timely reading, so if you're watching it at this time, it's the perfect time for you. So if, having said that, if it has been a while since I've posted this, what was going on in your life then, that could give you further clarity as to your situation now. So the underlying energy for this entire reading is the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is representing one of four of the queens in the Minor Arcana, and she is representing the element of air. The swords represent air, and it's about your mental intelligence, your discipline, your thoughts, discipline of the mind, actually. And so this is talking about the Queen. She's been there, done that. She has the t-shirt. She is not in the mood for any bullshit. She's got her left hand out and she's like, okay, I'm willing to receive, but you better come in correct, because if you don't, off with your head. She doesn't have any patience for any bullshit. Her head is above the clouds and she has clarity as to what she wants now. And so if you're going to approach her, make sure you do so with clarity and honesty about what you want to talk to her about. And then this is talking about someone who has been through, and this could be this energy here, someone who's been through something that was very challenging, and they were overthinking it, and finally they have clarity now. And so this can talk about gaining clarity through putting the mind to rest and meditating and praying. This person looks like they're in a church. And so this this is putting the mind to rest so that you can feel with your heart and get in touch with your intuition. The three swords here can represent, three minds, basically. The subconscious mind, which is formed by the time you are around 6 years old. And this mind is like, when you're a baby, you don't remember very much. If you think about it, what do you really remember? At what age? Generally around kindergarten we start to have more solid memory. So, but yet a baby is like super, like a sponge. They absorb their environment at a very high level. And that and the thoughts of the people and the values of the people that they were raised by, build up the subconscious mind. We can't remember it, so we have to rely on what people tell us. And all of this energy is really heavily imprinted on us, and we carry it well into our adulthood. And when we get stressed out or triggered by something, we have a tendency to jump to the subconscious mind because it's so heavily imprinted, yet it's not always the most reliable. And then we have the unconscious mind, which represents the needs of the soul. And a lot of people recognize, yes, I feel I'm a human being and I have a soul, but from the soul's perspective, you are a soul traveling in a human body. And this is your vehicle for being able to navigate Earth and do what you need to do. If your soul is not being satisfied, then it will start arguing with the subconscious mind and the conscious mind. And the conscious mind is that which you do have memory of and clarity about. For instance, if you have an appointment and I'm going to get my hair done, so I drive to the appointment, and then I went and had my hair done, and my hairdresser's name is this. I paid this much for the haircut, and then I came home. You have clear memory of that. So it's something that you're conscious of. If you can get these three minds working together through being like disciplining the mind to be quiet, so that you can hear the desires of your heart and use your intuition, which is about feeling, then you will have if they're congruent with each other and you plug that into your heart's desires, then you're following your actual authentic desires. And that's what this person is doing. The way to train your mind to be quiet is through meditation and prayer. And on this stained glass window is the word Pax, P-A-X, and that means peace, peace of mind. When the mind's at peace, then you can feel with your heart. And then we have the energy of the shift disturber. So this is perhaps why we need to go here. The shift disturber has been stirring the pot. This is a walking contradiction. We don't really know what this person's up to. They've planted two wands or two swords here, and they are moving forward, but they're looking back. So they're looking over their shoulder. And they're wearing these bright red boots and this bright red hat, and yet they're sneaking around like in broad daylight, like they're a thief. Now, this isn't a thief in the night, clearly, because it's broad daylight and everybody can see what they're up to. So this energy could be more like white collar crime, you know, like someone sitting at their desk and they're actually pushing paper and doing their job, it looks like. But in the meantime, this could represent, you know, like forgery, identity theft, that type of, you know, counterfeit, that type of white collar crime. And if someone's sitting at their desk doing that, you just assume they're doing their work. You don't assume that they are a thief. And so this energy is also, you know, talking about this person is not looking forward, and yet they're moving forward on tiptoe. So they could easily trip. And the thing is that, look at how they're carrying those swords. Like, have you ever seen anyone carry swords like that? This is like, these are super sharp. They're super dangerous. Like, if he trips and falls and he's not looking where he's going, so more than likely, you know, he could trip and fall. He could really, really hurt himself here. And if he's that careless with his own energy, like with his own body, and you know, behaves in that dangerous of a way, how careful do you think he would be with your energy? And so it's just one of those people. It's not necessarily a thief, but sometimes it can be. But it's just someone that you can't rely on, basically. You don't really know what they're really up to. Sometimes it can be someone that thinks, you know, it's funny to do certain things, but it can cause a lot of hardship for other people. And then we have this energy here of the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles, Pentacles represent health, wealth, and happiness in the third dimensional world. And so this is saying that you're receiving a reward from the Most High and the universe collaborating to bring this in, because you have been following your North Star energy, which is about your destined path. You see the path of glory is right here. And so the pentacle is, you know, the coin, it's represented by the coin, because money is, of course, a big part of the living well in the 3D. But you could have all the money in the world and still not be living the lifestyle that you want. So the pentacles take it one step further, and they're talking about your lifestyle. And then we have this conviction beyond a doubt. So this is talking about someone who, the wands represent the element of fire. And this is talking about, you know, the fire represents passion and taking action on your passion. And so this person has, is clearly, there's other people against this person. You know, it looks like he's in a fight with 6 other people. And he's got this this one wand. He's protecting his heart with it. Like, this is representing that he is going to stand up for whatever is his here. And this card is saying that now he knows something he didn't know. So he knows what he knows. You know how once you see something, you can't unsee it. And he is willing to protect himself. He has conviction beyond a doubt that this is true, like whatever information he has is true. And he also has conviction beyond a doubt that he will fight for what is his. He is standing on higher ground. We have here someone who is wearing a boot on one foot and a shoe on the other. And so this sometimes can represent being still on the, like, straddled between 2 realities or 2 realms, 2 worlds. And sometimes it can even represent you know, the saying, walking in someone else's shoes. This could represent that energy. Maybe someone has been walking in your shoes, pretending that they're you, like a copycat energy. And so this is about having to take action after having the information come in. Possibly there's some pentacles missing because of this energy here. And we have, look at that, we have this is like a heartache, clearly. This is, you know, there's 3 swords in this heart. And it's representing that, you know, there's been something painful that has happened. When you look at it a second time, though, you realize, okay, the person does have 3 swords in the heart here. But, you know, the swords are quite small in context to the size of the heart. So this possibly is something that this person can heal from. And this is talking about sometimes in matters of romantic love, this could be that there was a third party energy dividing a couple. This could represent someone coming in between what you love, like this, you know, this could be a business that you have built up from the ground or whatever, and it's something that you love, you know, something you love to be or do, or someone in your family that you care about, you know, a friend, whatever that is. This represents on some level like the heart's in the throat, so it represents that there could be harsh words spoken. Sometimes this can represent slander and gossip, that type of energy. The heart being in the throat can also mean someone's afraid to speak their truth, you know, of what will happen if they do speak their truth, possibly to people that they love. And yeah, so it's talking about, I feel, something that happened here, because this is connected to the swords. So I feel like the Queen has gone through this energy. And the other thing is that sometimes what this can mean is after going through some real major hardship, like this is a card about healing your heart. You need, which would mean forgiveness. And forgiveness isn't about condoning any actions that other people took towards you, but what it is condoning is it's about you wanting to heal your heart. And so if you forgive another person, you don't even have to tell them, you don't have to have anything to do with them again, but you need to heal your own heart through forgiveness. And sometimes forgive yourself for being involved with someone that would behave in this way. Now, we talked about here about the subconscious, unconscious, and conscious mind plugged into the heart's the heart and into the heart's desires. So this, I feel like the Queen has gone through something major here, but she's healed her heart now. She has clarity. She loves herself. She's not going to put up with any bullshit, and she doesn't want to hear any bullshit about what happened. She knows what happened. She has clarity what happened. And then we have the Empress energy here. So I feel like you know, the Empress is, her energy is that of, like, she's in the major arcana, and she represents all 4 queens from the minor arcana, sometimes like wrapped into one person. So sometimes when the queens come up along with the Empress, it tells the story of how she became an Empress. In tarot, the way you become an Empress is by staying on your destined path through hardship, keeping your heart open, and being the best person you can be. This allows, like, the Empress to be, she's known to be pregnant with possibility, someone who has is like a manifester, like she can generate energy. And this is talking about the wheat at her feet here is representing that energy. She doesn't just wave her wand, though. She puts plans into place. So she's decided she wants to grow a crop, and she's decided, oh, will it be durum or will it be wheat? And then which strain. And then she's going to choose the field that she's going to have it planted in. And she's going to have the soil tested so that she can see, does it need amending? Does she? It has to be tilled properly. It has to be, you know, does it need fertilizer? That type of energy. All the stones and the rocks need to be picked so that when seeding and harvesting equipment run over that land, they're not damaged by by rocks and stones. Then she picks the best time to possibly plant it. And then she knows I've done everything I can, because she's an organic farmer. She does not spray. So then she waves her magic wand and says, okay, nature, do your thing. And she has total confidence in nature, because nature always comes through for her, because she doesn't have any limiting beliefs that it won't. And so this is how she manifests. She makes plans, put them into action. When she knows she's done her best, she allows the result to come of its own. And so this energy, to become an empress in the tarot, it means that you've had to, really go through a lot in life to be able to embody the qualities of all four queens from the minor arcana. The Hierophant is coming in. There's some sort of justice coming down from the spiritual realm to the physical. So this energy is talking about the Hierophant represents traditional structure, and it represents, justice coming through. And it's the Hierophant's job to bring that justice through from the spiritual realm. And that energy, if you're a religious person, this could represent, priests and that type of energy of, cardinals, bishops, popes, someone that's high up in the church, gurus, someone everybody looks up to as the leader of that church or that religion. And if you're more on the spiritual side, it would be representing this energy of meditating and praying and going directly to source without the intermediary. This would be reaching God, the Most High, for advice. And then this energy is brought down to the 3D planet, and then it's the responsibility of the courts of law throughout the lands. That would be, like judges and court systems, lawyers, prosecutors, that type of energy. And so he has his hand, his right hand, in the form of a blessing. So this is talking about a blessing is coming through when this justice comes. So that might be the reward of these pentacles. There could have been some money here that was taken, that was yours, through this white collar crime. And it also could be intellectual material. This could be patents and that type of energy. This energy can also talk about in matters of love. This could be someone that stepped out and was with a third party and caused the end of a relationship. And it could be all of the above. You come out victorious though. So this is talking about victory. Yahoo! And so this energy could, of these people in the background, is representing this energy. And this is saying that you have returned victorious from a battle. And the reason that you've had the victory is because you were able to rein in your emotions and discipline your mind. Awesome. And because of that, you were able to keep a cool head and make strong choices to be able to move forward, proving your leadership skills. So even like, say this was a promotion at work that everybody was vying for, this could represent, you got the job, and the people that are in the background, they really wanted it too, but they are begrudgingly, some of them, admitting that you deserved it, that you were the clear leader in this, in that position. And so this is victory because of being able to rein your emotions in and discipline your mind and show those leadership skills that you have. We have the balance. This is bringing a lot of balance back into your life after whatever has gone on here. This is taught, the hangman hangs from the tree of knowledge and doesn't take action until he's looked at something from all angles. And of course, if you're hanging upside down, you're going to have a more clear idea of what's going on. And so this energy is talking about he doesn't take action until he's looked at it from all angles and he's sure of which way to go. Yeah, judgment is being called, and it's being called from the spiritual realm, and it is coming down into the physical. Now, when judgment's called, that would like there seems to be some sort of energy here. Like when the judgment card comes out, the ancestors are literally climbing out of their boxes from across the veil saying, woohoo, finally judgment is being called. Now they're waving to the descendants from across the veil. And this energy is, they're all excited because perhaps before they crossed over, they couldn't finish up some business or something, and there was something that they needed to finish that the bloodline was going to suffer from if it, like they wanted this justice to come in for their bloodline. And so you are the person that is facilitating that, and that's why they're cheering. So there's something that's gone on possibly with your, like it could be like back when, you're from your parents and it just hasn't been cleared up yet. Sometimes that has to do with inheritances, trust funds, that type of energy, something coming in that wasn't handled correctly, that type of energy. When judgment is called on the spiritual realm, it's going to come down to the physical, and it's going to be a blessing for you because of this energy. So this is the beginning. This is talking about, knowing that something really challenging has happened and you feel heartbroken. So you know that it's too much for you to handle. So you go and you meditate and you pray and ask for God's help. And then the Hierophant is assigned by the Most High to come and clear this up for you on the physical realm. You are victorious. And the ancestors are thrilled because you are victorious, and you're not just cleaning it up for yourself then, you're also cleaning it up for them and any future descendants. So this could represent generational wealth, a legacy that was intended to be handed down to you and your children and their children. This is talking about the hangman hanging from the tree of knowledge, getting the balance to be able to be in this position to be victorious because you healed your heart. And, discipline, freedom is discipline of your mind. And you made it very clear that you were going to stand up for your, for yourself, that you were not letting anyone take what belongs to you. Once you found out about it, you're making sure that you and your ancestors and all the descendants receive this justice. Perfect. So I'm just looking here when it comes to matters of court, like how many cards we have judgment coming in. So this can be, there's been maybe a court case going on and you were victorious. This could have taken a long time for this to go through. This is talking about the judgment possibly being about something that had to do with your ancestors. And, we have like this theft energy here, white collar crime, and the Hierophant coming in as well. We have this conviction beyond a doubt, which could mean that whoever this has done this will be convicted, like to actually a prison sentence, that type of energy. So this is pretty clear reading. I do hope you've enjoyed it up to this point. If you are leaving the reading here, please do give it a like and comment. It really empowers me to build my channel, and consider subscribing. You're more than welcome. I would be honored. All right, now I'm going to clarify for those of you who want further clarification. Let me see here. If you want further clarification, I'm using my Oracle, Tales from the Vector. And this is something I started back in 2007, and I completed it in 2020, like the paintings. I'm an artist. So there were 64 paintings, and a lot of them, 30 of them are big dragons from the future. And there's dragonflies, there's crystals, there's all sorts of energy. But what I found out is that dragons like their paintings to be big. So a lot of these paintings are 3 feet by 4 feet, and they have a lot of detail in them. And they're also from different parts of the world or the universe. And I'm just working on bringing it out. I'm taking my time because I do have some written information about them, and a story is forming in the back of my mind, like all throughout the years of what their true story is. This energy All the paintings I have in my gallery on my website is talesfromthevector.com, and the numbers on these cards represent the paintings as they're listed in the gallery. I'll put them in the order they appear here, and the information for my website, so that if you want to go to it, you can, to check them out. They say a painting can speak 1,000 words. So let's see. We have the battle star here. So the battle star is talking about energy from the solar plexus, having the courage to be able to, stand your ground and say, I want the truth. And no matter how much it hurts to hear the truth, I want that. And having the courage to go inward to heal your heart after having something happen that was very difficult. That wouldn't necessarily have to be a lover either. This could be someone in your inner circle that was, like family, or someone that you really felt like had your back, and then you found out after they were involved in whatever this is. So it's challenging energy. The star is talking about your innocence. They might have implicated you in some crime to boot if they stole your identity. And this is talking about your innocence, and that you were born to shine, that you will shine, and that the best thing you could do is quiet your mind, go to your heart, and figure out how that you're going to stand up for yourself, that you're worth it. And then we have the Capricorn energy coming in, and this is talking about a lot of ambition. So sometimes people have Capricorn energy is the most senior, the most mature of the 3 earth signs. And so Capricorn is generally a very, in an upright position, it's very responsible. And the energy is very ambitious, but it's meant to be, because that's what the energy of the Pentacles represent, that bringing your thoughts down to earth and making them into matter and enjoying a good lifestyle. So the Capricorn energy is very much able to see the possibilities in any challenge, and they're very disciplined. So if the glyph for them is the mountain goat, and with a dolphin tail, and so that you can imagine a mountain goat deciding it's going to climb a mountain with a dolphin tail, and it falls back, but it gets right back up because they're disciplined. They do what they have to. If a Capricorn says they're going to do something, they'll do their best to do it. This energy can be overly ambitious when it's weak, and cut corners and want to take what's not theirs sometimes, because that's the driving force. But it's also very ambitious, like it's meant to be. So the strength is, we already mentioned. When the horoscope signs come up in my readings, I just want to make it very clear, I'm not talking about individuals. I'm interested in us learning from each of the signs, because if you ever get your birth chart done, you'll know you have a little bit of every sign in you, or most of them. And why not learn from the other signs and learn what their strengths and weaknesses are, so we can avoid them or embrace them. And in your own life, like if you're watching this reading, you're like, no, Colette, it was a Capricorn. I believe you, or I don't believe you, but I'm sure that if you use your intuition, you'll come to the correct answer. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. So this is talking, this reward coming in is because you stayed on your divine path, and you've always been destined to be in this star position, and now you're insisting upon it. So now you can anticipate a real strong future, because you are standing up for yourself and you're going after what you want. This Capricorn energy can be very beneficial. The Aries energy is talking about a lot of new energy coming in, and we're in times of a lot of change, and it's going to continue being that way. There's a lot of astrological influences out there. If you want to know more about the astrological influences, you can check out my I have a beginning, middle, and end of month reading, and for each of the astrological, for the horoscope signs, and I also have full moon and new moon readings. So, but this is talking right now as I'm doing this and into the future for many years. We're going to be going through times of rapid change and learning to do things in a new way. And so it's really important at this time to embrace that energy and, keep an open mind. The Gemini energy is talking about learning. And, as I spoke about the subconscious mind, usually it's around kindergarten when we start going to kindergarten every day and we start to notice, the other kids, they're different from me. They're different from each other. Their parents look different when they come to pick them up. Some of them are doing, different jobs. You start to learn that, not every household is like my household, that there's different energies in there. And then we have deception. So definitely there was some sort of form of cheating here that involved love, I feel. Kiss me good. There was a hex in the city. So this deception is just talking about someone had decided to, maybe the grass was greener on the other side, or they thought so, and that energy is up to them. I mean, they're going to have to deal with that when the justice comes through. Unfortunately, it feels like this person could have been someone that was also your lover, and they were involved in some sort of deception that involved a community of people that all got together to, to take your reward basically from you, which was really foolish of them. They weren't on a foolhardy journey, they were on a foolish journey. And then we have the all-star energy. This is talking about having, using your third eye, being able to get to your intuition so that you can come to creative solutions. Yeah, so this was a good reading. Unfortunately, this shift happens more often than you would think. Some people will do anything for money, like anything. So, don't take it too, I know it may sound weird, don't take it too personally, but it's kind of like not something, it's not something they would just do to you. They would do it to anyone that was in your position. If that makes it any better for you, I'm not sure it will. But it might give you some understanding of of how these people think. I do hope you've enjoyed this. Give it a like and comment. I can't wait for that reward to come through for you. And I will consider subscribing to the channel if you resonate. I would be honored if you did so. I'll be back with another random reading for you soon. Bye for now.